This quest for an unparalleled adventure begins at the Anchorage International Airport. Lars Swensen leaves behind the sophisticated and modern city of Anchorage as he embarks on the first leg of a journey deep into the heart of an angler's paradise. There are no roadways leading there, only the vast highway of the sky. After transferring to a float plane in the fishing village of Dillingham, Lars continues his flight to the famous Tikchick Narrows Lodge, where he's planned a rendezvous with his dad. The lodge is located in perhaps the most scenic and fish-packed system of lakes and rivers in all the North Country. The comfortably rustic lodge offers a spectacular panoramic view.
I've been wanting to go out to the Tikchick River for some time and take my son Lars with me. The Tikchick River is one of the best rivers in Alaska for fishing, and it's also a real good river to float down.
Owner Bob Curtis has spent years in the region and is always ready to suggest the perfect site for eager fishermen. Also a skilled bush pilot, Bob will drop the anglers off upstream and pick them up later at a predetermined point.
That side, and I'll get this side. You got her? You got her?
Yeah.
I guess I got her. This is the spot you promised to fish,
See
Bob.
you guys down at the bottom of the river?
Let's see, how far is it?
About 50-some miles.
50 miles.
Yeah, well, actually closer to 60.
All right, you want us to push you out, or?
Yeah, would you?
Let's see, you want the face wet, coming out.
Cover hard.
Play around?
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Curtis.
See you later.
We'll see you. When you see that plane take off, it's kind of a scary feeling because you know that you're totally alone and you're completely out of contact. If something happens to your boat, you can be in big trouble. And you just can't run down to the store and buy something if you forgot anything. It's kind of an exhilarating feeling, though. You can even imagine yourself as one of the early day explorers, just floating down the river and around each bend discovering something new. I think that the danger and the unpredictable quality of it just adds to the experience. I don't know how old Lars was when we first went fishing. I do know that he was too small to wear waders or even walk, because the first fishing trip that I took him on, I packed him in on my back in a packboard. And he fished from my shoulders, him fishing off of one side and me on the other, and many times we had doubles on.
Even a regal male caribou, separated from his herd, seems to symbolize the solitude of the region.
I've lived in Alaska for almost 30 years, and from time to time I've spent a short period of time out in the wilderness alone, but never an extended period of time, never overnight by myself. So the guide told me about this trail that would go across the peninsula where the boat could come around and pick me up on the other side. I had a few doubts, but of course Alaska nights are short this time of year, so I figured I'd meet the boys the next day anyway.
See you later.
I got one.
All right, bring him in. No, it looks like a dolly. All right. Nice fish. God damn it. Come on. Maybe that's my boat.
Think you might clear up today, Ray?
I don't know. Looks like we got kind of a break over there. It should end up being pretty good, I guess.
I hope so.
I wonder how Evan's doing out in this, walking through all this stuff.
You've been pretty good for him. The countryside's good, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a good trail. You should see a lot of wildlife. Get a little fishing in and stuff. Coming under the boat. Just coming under the boat. All right, look at him jump. Get him over here. What does it look like you got? All grayling. No, no. Dolly. You got a dolly. Nice fish. Keep them coming.
Broke it.
Busted the line. No fish today. Oh, you see that? Bears.
Well, what are they doing there, Ray?
Well, they're digging up for a beaver. There's a bank den over there, and they're just trying to get their food. The only reason they're not running is because they're just yearlings and they're not used to seeing human beings.
Sure do look big.
They're kind of small right now compared to how they'll get, but boy, they're fast. I mean, you wouldn't think being as bulky as they are that they could just, you know, outrun a quarter horse in a quarter mile or whatever. And they are so strong, it's incredible.
What would happen if they attacked us?
They would rip us to pieces.
When I was hiking along that afternoon, I came across this old miner or trapper's cabin. At first, I thought it might be a place that I could spend the night. When I got up close, I saw that was impossible. Some bear had just torn the heck out of that place. I wondered if the old trapper or miner, whoever he was, had been there when the bear came, but at least one thing we know is that he hasn't lived in the cabin since the bear came a-calling.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
I think I caught a nice-sized rainbow.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's what
Check
it is.
it out.
It's fighting like it. Oh,
Right.
yeah, fish.
Get him in. Nice. Dolly Varden. Dolly Varden. Nice one, too.
That's a pretty fish. Huh.
It's got
How many
good-
pounds do you think that is?
Oh, I'd say he probably goes about 3 or 4 pounds.
Huh.
That's a nice fish. Let him go. All right. Very good, Lars.
Nothing makes your taste buds come alive faster than the aroma of dinner being cooked over an open campfire. Then it's on to the biggest challenge of a fishing trip, erecting an ultra-modern tent.
Got it in? Yeah. Is it in? Is it in? Okay, put it down. Turn the door so it can go over here.
At last, home sweet tent. Nights are brief but grand during Alaska's summer. There's a majesty to them all their own.
Sitting alone by the fire and seeing the embers glow there and the moon coming up, I got to thinking about that miner and the bears in his cabin. Being out there alone can be a little scary at times, but it's far outweighed by that feeling of independence. I don't know whether you can say that there's just one thing that's best on a trip like this. I think the best thing is what's happening right at the moment, whether it's cooking dinner or building a fire or watching the wildlife or watching the moon come up. The best things you can't predict.
It's surprising, they usually don't get quite this big. That's a nice fish. Look at that baby.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah, it is. How are we looking on the river there?
Looking
Down there, where I'm going.
I think you might hurry.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sure. We just got about another 10 miles to go down here. Then it'll all be over.
How you doing?
Good, glad to see you guys. A whole lot of bear tracks. And that's a spooky feeling to see them bear tracks out there and know that bears were out there and made them.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Lars and I have had a lot of good trips over the years, from fishing to hiking to hunting. But this has been one of the nicest trips we've ever had, and boy, we're really looking forward to go again.
Good to have you back.
Yeah. All right, let's go do it.